Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome to this week's Mental Monday. So this week I want to look at a fairly serious topic, and that is the difference between sadness and depression. We all experience sadness in various forms, various reasons bring it on. We all know that feeling. Whether it's missing out on something and feeling sad, whether it's losing something that meant a lot to us and we're sad, whether that's losing somebody close to us and we're sad. And it's hard, it's difficult, and sadness can be painful. A lot of people know that feeling of sadness. Depression is a very interesting thing because depression is a very unique experience. And I say experience instead of feeling because depression itself does not exactly tell you what that's going to look like, how that person's going to act, how they're going to look. It can all vary very, very differently. And I think the key difference between sadness and depression is the more overall impact depression has on a person, whereas sadness is an emotion. Sadness is a feeling, and generally it does not last as long as depression. Depression is a long-term feeling of sadness, yes, but also hopelessness. You kind of stop seeing the value in things. You stop having passion for things. And for some people, it can be debilitating to the point where they can't get out of bed. And it's also known to come from a hormone imbalance, if there is that element to it. That doesn't mean every case of depression comes from that, but it can play a factor and often does play a factor in depression. It's something that, looking on the outside, you may not necessarily know the depth of the impact that person is feeling, the depth of the experience they're having. Sadness, you kind of know how that person's gonna look. They're gonna look sad in their face. They'll maybe talk differently. They might cry. And that's pretty clear. They're sad about something. They're upset about something. Depression, it's a long-term, everyday thing. You don't know how that person might be feeling or what they might be experiencing on the inside. They have to try to function day to day. So it's not going to be the same approach to how they handle life. For sadness, you take a moment. For depression, because it's so long term, you get past a point where you're able to do that. And for some people, if they're not comfortable sharing with others, they're struggling with depression, they're going to put on a smile. They're going to act as normal as they can, like nothing's going on, and you might not know. They may not necessarily look sad. While everybody's sources for sadness or depression are going to be different, the experiences for both are very similar. While they may function within it differently, there's going to be the same style of hopeless feelings, of downward thoughts, and self-talk, all that lead and contribute to those feelings. So I wanted to bring this up because I feel like the two get used interchangeably a lot. And they are very different experiences. Both are very common, unfortunately. Both can really affect that person, and both are valid, but each have their own unique experiences, unique impacts. And in order to better understand that, you really want to look at that uniqueness and acknowledge that. It also can help you determine whether it is sadness or if it's depression, because that would be two very different scenarios that you would want to handle differently. So I hope that made sense. I hope that brought some understanding to that. I would love to hear any thoughts or questions you have in the comments below. And if you have any experiences you would like to share, please feel free to do so as well. I hope you enjoyed this and it was helpful. If it was, give it a thumbs up and share it with everybody. Make sure you are subscribed and have notifications on. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye!